I'm sure I've seen you so many times that you probably know who I am by now. Or at least I hope you've been paying that much attention. Judging by the impact my words and the words of my fellows have had on the system, I'm inclined to think otherwise. In fact, the vast majority of the speeches people make are pointing out flaws in the system, and yet none of them are actually being fixed. I find that remarkable. During the issue of the overtime, which thankfully the union was complying with, one-upping Trimet, the general manager seemed to react with surprise and denial of knowing the whole situation, claiming not to be aware of the overtime situation happening. When I heard this, I was stunned. I asked myself, why in the name of all that is holy does the general manager not know what is going on in the system? Yeah, I may be a bit misinformed, but is that not his job? Sorry. My God, if I did any job, even a tenth like that, I'd be kicked on my all-powerful ass so fast I'd never know it was in the air. And yet the board members don't hold him responsible. They're afraid that even so much as let him know that his actions in the situation, or lack thereof, are blatantly unjustifiable. I've been kicked off the stand and had my credibility slandered by Trimet's management, yet apparently McFarland has done nothing wrong by doing what he's isn't doing. Trimet is notorious for going on brief health and safety kicks after they've been caught seeing no evil in the flawed system. Yet there's such a lack of awareness beyond what we call them that doesn't seem to matter. Some of it is what I've seen spoken on repeatedly, and what I've spoken on. The increasing infrequency of your buses, the disappearance of your routes and route segments. In addition to forced transfers, they leave the riders in the cold, in the sweltering sun, in the rain, and in the dark. They're vulnerable to both weather and any criminals that may be passing by and would like to get a good assault on their record. Add in late or even disappearing buses, people struggle to get to grocery stores to buy healthy food, or they miss and are forced to cancel doctor's appointments. Once I had to walk all the way from Happy Valley to the Clackamas Town Center because my bus wasn't due for an hour. How is that acceptable? I had a cold that day, I should probably mention. If you add raise fares to the fact that your system gets shoddier, that is just a giant slap in the face. I propose an idea. Anytime a bus is 2 minutes early or 10 minutes late, our ride is free. If a bus passes us or we are forced to transfer in a way that we did not have to in 2009, we receive a free transfer. Maybe by then you care a little bit more about running a proper system. This is all not even mentioning the fact that yes, our operators are either taking advantage of a flawed system or being pressured, goaded, or even forced into running late shifts, making them drowsy and unhealthy, and risking the entire bus full of lives. In addition, I hope that whole no smoking in the area of Trimet thing doesn't work out as well as it does at bus stops, otherwise you'd have secondhand smoke cause cancer before you even opened your mouth. Plenty of effort put to arresting fare evaders, even when it's because the ticket machines broke down and Trimet told them to go to the next station, which completely screws them over for doing what they're told. People are sensitive to cigarette smoke, and sometimes when they get from the smoker is as bad as if they were lighting up themselves, only someone shoving it down their throats. My requests for people to stop have often been met with mocking and harassment in our reports to Trimet after they told me to report all smoking and harassment issues were ignored. Finally, there's the issue of inadequate bus stops and sheltering. This is Portland. It rains more days than it doesn't. The fact that there are maybe 100 shelters outside transit centers for 7,000 stops is embarrassing, and if you're stuck in the rain, deplorable. Last paragraph. I know issues such as service cuts in union are not issues that one speech can bring a conclusion to, even if I believe your stances are usually insanely discriminative to those you rely on and those who rely on you. Yet so many of these issues I point out are painfully obvious that it seems to match your claim that you are unaware of what is going on, Mr. McFarland, and that you, the board, have no intention to fix it. That, I believe, is proof that you need to reevaluate how well you are running your system. If any of us can notice these things more than you, that should speak volumes in itself.